Hello, everyone. It doesn't give me much of a countdown here. I am Rowena Starling. I hope you are having a most pleasant day. I'm getting a bunch of messages here from Facebook. I don't understand. In any event, let me talk with Black mothers right now, especially those in their 50s who are obviously parents, hopefully, of adults. Um, what would it be like if we were able to be, say, stopped by the police and not have to worry at all about whether they're going to harm us or not? To be stopped by the police and know that they're stopping you to help you or protect you. Feel what that would be like right now. Feel into you or your offspring, your sons, your daughters, your nephews, nieces, out there in the world living their lives and they have no fear from police. If they're stopped, it's a good feeling, a safe feeling. Feel into that right now. Hmm. Can you get there? Our problem is, we black mothers, I happen to be one myself, is that a black person is killed every 3 days by the police. Every 3 days. Now, that is a statistic that really gets me. I don't know where to put that, you know? They like to say that we're, you know, angry. You know, there's a whole thing about the angry black woman. Well, based on history and present, um, this has been going on since the beginning of America and before. And as far as I can tell, subconsciously, we're probably all angry when we're born. So, yeah, we're angry. Get over it. Do something about it. Help us out. Why is this persisting? Why does this racism persist? You know what your problem is, what our problem is? Many of us feel that we have no choice in the matter, and we feel hopeless. It's an overwhelming thing to a large degree because it's been going on for so long. It's embedded in our culture. We feel that there's nothing to this that we can do, and that's not so. There is something we can do about this. If we would just understand that the energy that we put out in our fear of these circumstances contributes to these things happening to us and our children, once we grasp that understanding and reverse our feelings, eliminate that fear, then we begin to dissolve racism itself. Not only do we dissolve racism itself, when we address our fear, we eliminate a whole host of problems. I believe it's called the law of attraction. It's we attract what we accept as true in our lives. And this has been true in our lives for a very long time. When we think about our fears and the problems that we have as black women, as black mothers, you may have issues with, say, the stresses involved with having your family, your adult kids still there at home, or having to help them all the time, issues with problems on the job, personal relationship issues. All of these types of things are money issues. All of these things are based first in our fear that they're there, our fear that they will persist unless we, do something hard about them. And it's not necessary for us to do something hard about it. What we need to do is get rid of the fear. Our fear over these murders helps to attract these murders. Let me say that again. Our fear in this racist society, the fact that we're planted here the way we were, this fear literally attracts the harm that we are confronted with all the time. We can't let fear win. We just can't let it win. It's not necessary for it to be there. Once we eliminate it, it goes away. Listen, I know. I have encountered fear over and over and over again. And each time I was able to recognize how I was attracting it to myself and eliminate that. The problem went away every single time. This is something that we can do together and individually. We don't need to be together to do it, but it would be a lot faster, you know, if we could do it together. I don't know how successful you have been over the years in eliminating your fears. I understand that, by the time you get to your 50s, the way I once did, um, you've come through some stuff, and you've come through some stuff, and you learn the things, and you're probably very aware of the law of attraction. So I'm thinking what we need to do here is address an undercurrent of love in our society, driven by our love for our offspring. In doing that, as we pass this love current through society intentionally, through a visualization, 5 to 15 minutes every day, collectively, this energy will move across the land, extend it into your neighborhood, into your city, across state lines, and let's eliminate this stuff. Further, if we can have our white brothers and sisters who have love in their hearts that they can amplify along with us and do the same thing, it won't take another 100 years for this problem to go away. Can you see that? Can you feel that? When George Floyd was killed, every black mother felt it when he called out for his mama. We were helpless. There was nothing we could do to help him. It affected me as well. This is how I was able to recognize this particular fears in a big way. It was right in my face. It was in all of our faces. We must eliminate this fear. Our fear is helping to create the problem and every other problem that we must have. The fear is attracting the very things that we're afraid of. It's a self perpetuating thing. So, no, it won't take another 100 years to get rid of it if we address it the proper way. This came to me in a deep spiritual meditation, prayer, retreat, personal session that was born from this isolation that we have had to endure over the last year. It's a directive from on high. Let's do this. You and your offspring, your children and their children, can then, in reality, be stopped by the police and know that they are there to protect or help. Feel into that for a minute. Feel into it forever.